taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your...
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's get up. Let's bring it. Shit. Go out. Watch the defense.
Now McCown. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's McCown. It's caught by Herndon. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
36 to Mike. Keep it up. Keep it 61. Matchbox lights.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. McCown. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun here for McCown. picked up, taken down, back at the 25. Tyus Bowser able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Fickens' kick is good, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back.
Jackson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Copeland in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jets 10, Ravens nothing.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Echo.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face a third down.
Break. 57. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Working from the gun. McCown. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. They find some open field here. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. McCown. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it's a fumble. And the Ravens have got it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. A carry for Adams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, 70, Indy. Come.
McCown to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. an excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm not ready.
Draw play. Ingram now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson buying time to his left. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, it's Adams, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
McCown looks to throw on third. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, McCown. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Jets 17, Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Snead's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Switch. Let's go. Come on. He's checking. Crash.
Jackson now, throwing again. He's got his man, it's Andrews. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
I'm coming after you. SOS. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he is caught with the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's just take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts him back behind. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's McCown. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because of...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. McCown, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now McCown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. McCown incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam on. Squeeze. Get it.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Switch it, kid, switch it. Greystone, Travis. Hey, dude.
36 to Mike. What we got?
Light. Let's go.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. McCown. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Go now. 70, Indy. Look at me. Door. Shoot.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They are going for it. It's McCown. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
At the 24-yard line.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Fighting him off. Forced out to his left. Steps away to his left. He gets it to Sims, complete. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
36-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. motion to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Tucker now to add the point after. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.